What's going on, everyone? It's Greeny here. Welcome back to another video. In this video today, I'm going to show you how I go about buying meme coins, chasing those 100x's on Solana. I'll include the tools I use, the processes I go through, and the websites I check, a full tutorial of sorts. If you like my content, please drop me a follow on X and subscribe here on YouTube. It helps me grow, supports my educational content journey, and it's much appreciated. Firstly, a personal disclaimer. All information in this video should not be considered financial advice. It's for informational purposes only. Trading meme coins is extremely risky. Now, meme coins, a hot topic of conversation at the moment, with lots of liquidity chasing those insane pumps daily. However, there is lots of returns, but there's also lots of wallets that go to zero. We're going to start with the dexes I use to track these and trade these meme coins. So if you have a look at the screen first, this is Birdeye. It's comprehensive, okay? It includes a whole range of different tokens across several blockchains here, as you can see, as I scroll through at the top. Obviously, today we're focusing on Solana, but this does incorporate ETH, BNB, Arbitrum, and other blockchains if you are looking for tokens on those chains. Essentially, the way that Birdeye works is it incorporates other dexes, so Radium and Jupiter, for example, on its exchange. So if I was to click on Maro, for example, just a common meme coin on Solana, if you have a look over here, you can actually directly connect your wallet to Birdeye. Now, the beauty of this is that it does run the other exchanges through your Birdeye account once you connect your wallet to this account. The one thing I have found with Birdeye is that it sometimes lags when a new token is released. So the way I go about that is if I can't connect and swap directly through Birdeye, I will go directly to another dex of sorts, okay? And the three that I use like pretty often for Solana trading is obviously Radium. This is what it looks like when you're in the swap, okay? The next one is Jupiter. And then the next one is Orca. Now, most tokens are commonly found on all three, but there are tokens, for example, that will only be on one exchange. One, for example, today that we've been trading is Racket, okay? It's a new Solana token that I would suggest that you do go and do your due diligence on, but the only way to trade it is actually on Orca at the moment, so I had to use Orca as that swap. Now, you can buy these tokens individually as well under the Solana narrative sort of vibe that we're going for in the market at the moment. So I do hold a bit of Ray. I don't hold Jupiter. There is an airdrop coming soon, and Orca I have used traded that, but also bought the token before, but I currently do not own any of that. Now, before I buy any particular tokens, what I like to do is actually check it in RugCheck. Now, RugCheck spits out a really quick analysis of the token and helps me understand whether this token is safe and secure for me to connect to or / buy into, okay, and then trade. The way that I go about that is I use Dex Screener as the charting and the informational side of things. So what market cap I'm getting in, what price I'm getting in at. So if you go to the home of Dex Screener here, it's going to shoot out obviously the highest volume tokens for today. So if you can see here, majority of them are on ETH. But over on the side here, we have Solana. So if you click Solana, and you can include, as I see up the top, all dexes, and it'll show you what some of the most prominent volume tokens are on this chain. Now, the beauty of Dex Screener is you can actually track new pairs up here on the left. Similarly, like we did before, you want to go to the top, you want to click Solana, and then here you can either sort it by age, okay, so if we have a look here, we've got some new tokens that have been dropped in the last 10 minutes, or you can sort it by volume over here on the side as well. It's up to you, obviously, what you're trying to sort through, what information you're trying to find, and that type of stuff, but that's how I find the tokens. Now, once I have found a token, so for example, let's look at Racket here, so the ticker is RKT. Say I look at this token, I like the chart setup, I like the utility behind the token. I would come over to the side here and I would look at its FTV, I'd look at its market cap, and I'd look at its liquidity to make sure they're all safe. Here you can copy the contract. Now you go up to that little copy button, you then go back to RugCheck, like I said before, and you paste that token in here. Now, if I check this really quickly, it's going to give me updated advice around how much is in the market cap, the creator of it. So if I want to do a bit of deep dive on who created it and that type of stuff, and it's going to give me a few disclaimers, right? So obviously this says danger. There's top 10 holders here with high ownership, okay? Mint authority still enabled, all right, because there is an airdrop coming for RKT. So I've also done my utility search to understand that these dangers can often be offset because of other factors that I've looked at. Okay, but here I look here, and essentially what I'm looking for is to make sure that one, there's not tax modifiability. So in other words, they can't just add tax to a buy or a sell swap. Other things that I look for is whether there's a liquidity provider. So ideally you want to have multiple liquidity addresses providing liquidity. Otherwise, you have the chance that someone could just dump the whole liquidity and dump the token to zero. Another one is to make sure that the liquidity tokens are actually locked, okay, to make sure that no one can actually transfer them out or dump them again and sell them, okay. Tax modifiable, like I've spoke to you before, and whether there's actually tax already on the token. Now, obviously it's not here, and in other words, this is all good and why I have previously traded it. So then I head back to the chart here, and then this is where I do a lot of my work, okay? This is obviously a breakout here earlier today that we got into. And this is where I would then copy the contract again and then head back to whichever DEX, okay? So the swap that I'm using. So if I was wanting to look at Birdeye, I would come up here, type in the token, go up to the top, okay, and as you can see here, it also has a chart embedded into it, so it's fantastic, okay. But if you look here, you could swap it over on the right hand side. However, I did try to do that earlier today and it didn't quite work, so I would connect via Orca, and that's how I actually traded this one earlier today. Now, one other thing I just want to talk about, there's a lot of questions around what slippage actually means. So if you come over to a DEX, for example here, this is Radium. When you do, so if I just connect my wallet and say I want to check, so you select your token here first. So most meme coins on Solana are tradable with Solana. However, some are USDC. So this is something to be aware of. And you might need to transfer into USDC before you transfer into the token that you're trying to get into as well. But as you can see here, you can allocate half, max, or the amount that you've got. I've got 0.24 Solana here. And if you look here, it's telling me that I'm going to be trading it for Radium. Now, obviously, you can copy the contract here and it should pop up. Okay, now obviously this is a good sign here that Radium doesn't have this token, so this is why I went back to Orca earlier today. But for the sake of this video, let's say we're swapping Sol for the home token of Ray on the Radium DEX. You would go here. Now if you click down here, there's more information. Now slippage is just how much you want price action to change either up or down before you get into it. Now, obviously, if there's a high volume token, there's lots of liquidity coming in and out of this token because it's either pumping, it's dumping for that factor. You can increase the slippage to as high as you would like it to go. So say, for example, I want it to be 5%. So that means that if price was to go up by 5% or below 5% that it currently is at before I can actually swap into that token, then I will still likely get through that swap. If your slippage is too low, this is often why you will have a failed transaction. So something to be aware of and something to consider when you are trading Sol meme coins. Now, the last few things I want to talk about is 3 other things that I consider when I'm trading Sol meme coins, okay? Firstly, it's obviously extremely risky, okay? It's degen trading. It's essentially everything you touch could go to zero. So that is something you must always consider if you are going to dabble in this side of the crypto world. Now, to be safe, I go through the processes like I showed you before. And I aggressively take profits and I cut losses if it doesn't follow the chart setup that I've got set up on my charts, okay? Now, the other 2 things I want to talk about quickly is a Bnk Bot. Now, this is a bot that you can install into your Telegram, okay? And essentially, it is a super duper quick buy, sell, set stop losses, take profit zones, etc. bot that you can integrate into your Telegram wallet. I would highly suggest you look into it and think about using this instead of manually trading on those DEXs that I showed you before. The second thing, gas. Now, we all know that Ethereum can be way too hectic with its gas and can often as we can see here, it's already at 50 Gwei, eat into your trade. So if we have a quick look down here, the swap currently is actually at 36 USD. Now, if you're a small time trader, that is quite a significant amount to have impacting both the buy and the sell of a token. Hence why I'm over on Solana trying to trade those meme coins, because Solana is a gasless chain. It is extremely fast and it allows those smaller wallet degens to have a go at trading some meme coins to chase those 100x's. So that's the other reason I love Solana and love trading Solana meme coins. Lastly, transaction size on Solana. So if you come and have a look here, you can see down the bottom here that on this token, you can see that not many wallets are trading at a significant size. We got a $5 USD buy there, okay, and most of these transactions are actually very small, okay, a couple of dollars here. Now that's what I also love about Solana, is that it allows people with smaller wallets to have access to meme coins and to build up their portfolio, okay, and you can't get that on ETH because, as you just saw before, $33 for a buy, $33 for a sell. So something to consider when you're trading on Solana. I hope you found this video super informative. It's a tutorial of sorts about how I go about trading those Solana meme coins. If you have any questions, be sure to drop me a comment below and I'll respond as soon as possible. I hope you enjoyed this educational video. To stay up today with my content, be sure to follow me on X and to join my free Telegram below. Okay, the link is below, so do check that out and subscribe to me here on YouTube. I really do appreciate it. I'll be dropping daily videos here in December, and as always, take care and I'll see you again soon.